Welcome, my dear guys and gals, to My Cosplay Sucks. This is your host, Leakamish. And let's just get started. For a while, I've been running the same cosplay for almost nearly a year, right? Which is my OC, Leakamish, the channel that you're watching. This is my old rocket launcher. As you see, it has a bit wear and tear on there. It's a bit old, and you might notice that the handle's completely gone from last video. And I just think my cosplay sucks. That's just the only thing about it. I just think it sucks. I think that I do not have enough attention to detail, that I didn't put enough effort into my cosplay. And that's what this video is all really about. I just feel like there is areas of improvement. And that's something that, if you guys have watched my videos, you've seen a consistent trend of me trying to improve the quality of my videos, trying to improve my editing skills in general, right? I always talk about how I am always trying to improve. So why not improve the OC that I already have? So this is what I normally look, right? I have my goggles, my tie, my glove, my cape, of course. But through this video, you're going to basically see a process, a $200 upgrade to my outfit. So let's go on and get to this upgrade. All right, we have the launcher now. So this thing is a bit small, you know. It's like kind of like the size of my hand, so it's like a bit small. It's not as big as I initially wanted it to be, but it will be good enough. So I have a little release lever right here. Pull this out, right? And this one also has a little release lever right here. And what's even better, right? See the little handle right here snaps in. So I can hold it like this. That's going to be very good. That's going to be really, really good. Especially since this is going to be one of our main problems. Because we all know when it comes to these conventions, some of them don't like the trigger or like the grip. And they don't like triggers either. So we're going to have to especially get rid of this. But since this has a handle that I could grab, I'm just gonna saw this whole thing off right here, because there's no point to it anymore. But yeah, but this is the rocket launcher, nice and compact. Honestly, I do wish it was slightly bigger though. Like, I knew it wasn't going to be a 1-to-1, but I honestly did wish it was slightly bigger than this. And another problem we have here is that there is individual barrels, as you see, individual barrels. And that's not going to be good for adding the lights. So we're going to need to take off this front piece right here and like cut open these these tubes and no longer make it tubes, make it a whole square section. So now I pull out the screwdriver, having a general plan of what I want to do. And now we're going to go through the process of how to figure out to even take this rocket launcher apart.
Feels like they're stuck in a Okay. Okay. The little nub is still here. My question is, how on earth is this gonna even come like apart? Like, I don't see any more screws anywhere. How on earth did they put this thing together? I'm trying to find the screws and such, but like, what am I supposed to... Bro! What, did this slide off or something?
I make an attempt to try to take the sliding piece off, but I quickly learned that I'm not just going to muscle my way in taking off that sliding piece.
Now, if you guys just look and see into these little divots right here, look at that. See how there's like a little black piece right there? Let's keep it in place. I think we have to like snap those off in order to get this off. I think so. Okay, so what we see here is that there's screw holes for like the back end of the launcher. So like maybe we like take this out and go forward. And maybe, just maybe, that's how this works. Okay, let's see here. Get it? Oh, works! There we go. Now we got something here. Oh, wow, look at that. Roar, 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 roar. Roar, roar, roar. What's in here? I don't see anything. Don't think this is gonna come out easy, so I don't know what I was doing. My curiosity of trying to get this thing off continues to grow, and as you guys now see, I am using 4 butter knives trying to pry off this sliding piece. Like I said, this sliding piece is just, man, it's like near impossible to get off. Let's just say when they constructed this thing, they really did not want you taking off that piece. But I believe that was on the right choice, or at least the right method of how to do this. So I kept on going with this 4 butter knife method. Finally, after fiddling around so much with this sliding piece, I was finally able to pop it off, and you're going to see my wonderful reaction. Oh yeah, this is it. Got it, and all the strategic places. Come on. Oh! Ha ha! Oh yeah! That's how you do it, baby! Woo! So now we finally got the front piece out. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these prawns. We're gonna probably like just bend them. They seem pretty flimsy. Get these prawns out, and then we're going to saw down this part so like only the lid remains. Whoa, whoa! Oh! Oh! Everything's coming apart. Oh, holy. Man, we might as well get this back piece off. Might as well. Get this lever piece off. How come the other one couldn't have been this easy? Oh, ho, 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 my lord. We got it split open. See, this doesn't want to like come off. There you go. Completely apart. And here's what the hell is this stuck to? What the fuck? Oh, the switch. Wait, how do we get the switch out? I guess we could just unscrew the assembly from it. And then we could just like pull this out, sorta? Huh? What even connects to the switch? Yeah, it's all connected to like the switch. Like if I could just get this piece out, what the fuck? Yeah, that looks like an Allen wrench right there I need. Yeah, it looks like an Allen. I need an Allen for this. A very skinny one. Just try to get this whole assembly off. Dude, I'm telling you, this launcher is gonna weigh like nothing by the end of this. It's gonna weigh 0. Absolutely nothing insane. Come on. Yeah, there you go. That's off. Woo! There's assembly, baby! Yeah. Ain't no toy no more. So people might say, what about safety? And I don't know what safety is. Oh, wow. I see. Yeah, this is not safe at all. Huh. So now I have realized that this little saw thing I have will not work in getting this thing off. So I went for the next best thing. As you guys see, I used some good old rusted tree trimmers. This should work. I'll tell you, this is gonna work great. It's gonna work so awesome. The best idea I've had in such a long time. I'm telling you, this is something else. Oh yeah, you're done for. You're done for. I'm gonna try to rip it apart. Still on there pretty good. If I just pull. Alright, nah, it's not gonna work. Gonna have to like try to just cut it off completely. Like cut it off from here to here. So it'll work. Oh yeah, we got a break. Crack it open like a crab shell, right? That's what this is. Crack it open like crab shells. Yeah. Get a good opening. Bro, I'm such a fucking genius. I am. My genius is it's so scary how smart I am. Look at that. All done. All shortened. Just the way I wanted it. Okay. So now we're gonna see how the lights go. We're gonna put the lights in here, like so, right? And then while with this will hide the control console that that connects to the lights. I want to add both of the control consoles, one from my other rocket launcher, but for now we're just gonna test it out with this and see how it works. So after butter knives, using my knife, and all of those parts over there, we now have this. Alright, of course, the handle flicks out nice and well. And we have the lights now stuffed in there as I originally wanted. You can see some damage here and there, but people won't pay attention to that. Now the only problem is when I use the remote, no turn on. But after a bit of trial and error, extend this out, press this around right here, and now it turns on. And look at that. Pretty lights. Now there is a downside that you can obviously see there's lights in there. It's pretty obvious. But besides that, I achieved my goal. And I know the trigger is right here. Don't worry about that. That will be gone very soon. But yeah. Achieved what I wanted to achieve. So now my items have finally came in. First of all, we have the LED glasses, we have the fox fur, we have the gloves, we also have the headbands. There's also the hat that we have. There is the lights for my little pike thing, and the purple gloves that we need. So now the hat is up first because one of the easiest to do. First, we're going to take off this black band and just toss it out, and pull out the purple band, and then just put it on the hat. And pretty much after that, we're done with the hat. That's all there is to it when it comes to the hat. It was pretty easy and probably the most simplest thing I'm going to be doing as of this project. So now we have the gloves. And now the gloves are going to be an interesting case. Because how I want these gloves is I want the purple fingertips to be, well, purple. And I want the palm of my hand to be white. So this process is going to be mainly me trying to figure out how on earth am I going to achieve it. So of course the first thing we're going to do is cut off all that extra length. We just straight up don't need that at all. So now we have this little thing. So then I put on the glove to try to see how well it fits. And you guys could probably see the disastrous consequences of my actions of accidentally buying the wrong size. It does not fit. You can clearly see my knuckles are way farther back. This is a woman's, not a men's glove. So we're going to have some challenges in terms of having it fit on my hand properly. So now we start off with this method, which was I was just going to cut the fingertips off. And I'm just going to put them like on my finger and then sew it together into the white gloves. That's what I decided I was going to do. While I was putting them on, I realized that there was a bit of a problem. As you guys see right there, it starts to tear, which means the fabric wasn't holding very well together. And that's a pretty big problem because this last thing I need is for this thing to tear all the way up. And then we cut the middle portion off, which we need to cut a good chunk of it off in order for it to fit on my finger. So now we slide that on, and then we realize that it doesn't really fit my middle finger that well. You also see the tearing problem as well. So it's just issues upon issues doing it this way. Look at that. Like, how on earth am I gonna, like, it's gonna take a lot of work to get this the way that I want it to work. And it doesn't even fully fit on my finger. So we're gonna have to go through a whole new different plan. Luckily, I bought 2 pairs of gloves. So I decide to go ahead and cut off this piece, just like how we did the old one. And now here's gonna be the main different thing. I'm just going to use this piece as the palm, right? You know, I cut it down more closer to the thumb to give my hand more flexibility. Then we're gonna cut off the fingertips of the white gloves. Since these white gloves are super disposable, they're disposable white cosmetic gloves. So as you see, they're pretty easy for me to cut open. I go ahead and cut all of that up. And now we put on the purple glove on my hand. And we're going to slide the white glove through, and we're going to see how that looks in just a moment. And there we go. Success. Exactly how I wanted it to be. Now, I will admit, it does look a little bit cheap. You can clearly tell that the cuts weren't super clean across the gloves to make them fingerless. But hey, these are pretty cheap gloves, and I can't really complain. Right? It achieves the look that I wanted it to achieve. Now we open the box and take a look at these chime on, however you say it, glasses, the LED glasses that I have, and now we're also going to peel off this film, something that's the most satisfying thing to do ever it's always the most satisfying thing ever, being able to tear off a brand new film. So now the first thing I do is I, of course, try to see if I can just fit into my goggles normally, try to have it be nice and easy. But after forcing it, I quickly learned that that's not going to happen. As you'll see, the goggles are curved while the glasses are not curved. So I'm just going to have to destroy them. Something that I do specialize in. Okay, so we made some progress at getting this thing off. So now we just have these little lights to deal with. A little bit of padding to stop it from touching the lights. So we're slowly getting everything off. There's still this like band piece on here. It's still stuck. And my good old electronic screwdriver has, I forgot to charge it. So slowly but surely we're getting things together. Oh, what the fuck? Oh. Oh, shit. Okay, I know this. No. Okay, so I made a little mistake. We removed most of the bulk, but this little thing right here, I don't know if it came out or something. I don't think so. It seems to be working, so I guess it works. God, the button's like a nightmare to press. Oh, it works. Look at that. Ah. So now here's the end result. I think it does look pretty good. I do like the look of it. And, and I'm proud of it. I teared it apart. Now, the only problem is that battery, but I'm sure we can, definitely get that battery fixed. It shouldn't be that hard, can it? Apparently, I was very wrong when it came to the battery of these things. I've called over 17 places and no one can help me, from electronic repair to circuit board work. And the people I do find, they're like, "Oh yeah, how much you get for those glasses?" And I'm like, maybe like around $90." And they're like, "Oh yeah, you should buy new glasses because I charge $145 an hour." So yeah, we decided that nope, we're not gonna get the battery fixed or the battery replaced for a stronger battery. So I decided to say screw it. Let's concede with these glasses, and I just started to just look around for anything to help me with my current problem. And then I stumbled on this YouTuber talking about LED eyes, and I decided to give it a click and a little watch.
I made a video on this a while ago, back kind of when the channel had started, and really I started kind of taking off with all of this. And the eyes used to be this solid plastic, and through different posts and through different tutorials, I've taught you guys how to use heat to bend them, and you know, they're really brittle and they can break kind of easily. And a lot of you have messaged me and posted, "Hey, I broke them, I didn't heat them enough. How are you doing that? You know, I melted them, I warped them." I think that's a thing of the past though, because somebody sent me a link on AliExpress and he actually found flexible Cosplay LED eyes. Now these are the same standard LED eyes that I've been using on all of my helmets, except they come in just an absolute, you know, clear flexible rubber. And this is absolutely game changing. These things are absolutely amazing. And what I just noticed as I was setting up to film this video is they're actually a little bit bigger than the standard LED eyes. So these will fit in larger sockets as opposed to the old ones.
So I'm pretty sure you all could guess what I bought. That's right, the LED eyes. I was able to get a quick preview of them, one with like the weird film on and one with the film off. And you know, I even asked my mom like what she'd rather prefer. And she said she'd rather prefer the film off. It adds a little bit more style to it as long as I cover up that big giant light on it. So then I decided to go ahead and get to work. Get to work and start putting these LED eyes into my goggles.
So now I need to figure out how on earth I'm gonna get these things in here. Like, they bend and stuff. And then what about, oh shoot, can they fit in here? Oh yeah. Oh, we're in business. We are in business. They fit in the little slots. Oh yeah, this is already a way better idea than the LED glasses. Oh my god, I cannot believe I wasted $90 on these glasses. Well, this was $15. Oh my god. That is, bro. I think I need to redo my purchase history. Oh, they even fit in the, oh no, the small slots are way better. Yeah, let's put them in the small. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna make this work. We're gonna make this work.
I hope you guys know that the whole process of me getting those lights into my goggles took 5 minutes. You want to know how long it took me to get those LED glasses in my goggles? Over 2 hours. And I'm being a very generous estimate here. It honestly could have been more, because I had to somehow get the LED panel off. I had to make sure to be as careful as I possibly am, because if I break anything, it's all over. And then I had to fit them into the goggles, tape the like there was just so much stuff I had to do to get that out. But these LED eyes took 5 minutes. Kind of goes to show that the more expensive option doesn't always mean it's the best option. So now we're going to get into the comparison between the LED glasses and the LED eyes. First is cost. The LED glasses costed $90, while the LED eyes costed $15. Then we get into the look. You can see that the LED glasses, they have a bit of a brighter look to them, but they honestly look a bit more cheap and less colorful than, I would say, the eyes. The eyes just look
a lot more just full, in my opinion. Again, this is all aesthetics, but in my opinion, I think these look better. Then we get to durability, which is one of the main factors of me changing. So these are the LED glasses. As you see right here, look, there are lights exposed, and so is circuitry. And the wires are these little thin copper wires. That, in all, makes it so it's super fragile. So when it comes to humidity, right, the humidity in my goggles getting in there and can short out the circuitry because it gets really hot here, over 100 degrees a lot of the times. And then we have the fact that they could just snap, right? They could just snap because they're not flush with the goggles. They're pushed up against it. So these could just snap right off and I'll be out of the goggles. And I've already fucked up. I've already messed up these glasses because I disconnected the battery. And then we have the LED eyes. Look at their durability. So we have the plastic. It bends. There's only one singular light, which is up here, and has cords that lead to the control console. Way more simple design. Simplistic, not as complex, and therefore less likely to break. And remember, the LED eyes are 15, these are 90. So if I do break them, the cost will be completely not that bad. Then we get to battery life, another huge factor. The LED glasses only have 5 hours of battery life with a 2-hour charge window. I could stomach that, but remember my fuck up? I disconnected one of the batteries, so it only has 2.5 hours of charge with 1 hour of with 1 hour needing to charge. So 2.5 hours of battery life, 1 hour to charge. That's not really good at all. I could easily spend at a convention for more than 12 hours. While the LED eyes, they have essentially infinite battery life because all they take is AAA batteries. So therefore, I could, as long as I have AAA batteries, all I gotta do is take it off my head, slide off the pedal, put in some AAA batteries, put it back on, flip the switch, and boom, I am done completely. And then we get into the comfort. Now, I'm gonna bring up a photo right here. So as you see, the LED glasses, they are more up and not flush with the goggles, which means they're up and pressing up against my face. Not only that, but look at how my view is, right? In the middle, no view. On the sides, very little view. I can only see through the slits, which is, again, a huge problem because walking around will make it hard to see. And remember, it's not flush with the goggles, so that means the lights that are coming off is actually bouncing off the glass and hitting back into my eyes because, you know, the glass is a bit reflective. So now I'm getting double blinded by lights. So it means I can't see through the slits. I can only see through the corners of my eyes. Like, walking around become a complete nightmare. And then we have the LED eyes. New photo. And as you see from the LED eyes, you can see that, one, they're a lot more smaller in shape. So I have view in the middle and I have the view on the sides. And there's a thing that you can do with your hand. You can do it right now. Put your finger up to your eye and try to see what's behind it. You can see what's behind it, right? That's because your eyes do this cross-budget X-ray thing, I don't know what it's called, where you can basically see the object behind you. Same premise with the LED eyes. All I gotta do is tilt my head like this, and I'll be able to get full view of what I need to look at. So all in all, we see that I kind of made a mistake, and that cost doesn't necessarily mean that it's better. Just because it's more expensive doesn't mean there's a more cheaper and better option out there. So always remember, everybody, do your research.
All right, so now we're going to get into putting the lights into the tube. We're also going to be taping it up in purple tape, but we're not going to show that just for the sake of time. Let's get into it. So of course, started prodding around, trying to find any way, like, what is the most efficient hole to make? Because, like, this whole thing isn't, you know, empty. There is only a small space I have to work with here. So I started hammering in, using things like the drill and everything else, just trying to find anything to make it through. And then I started bending this nail, which was a bit confusing because this was just supposed to be foam. And I was using the big boy hammer, so that was weird. So then I was able to get Dad's big boy drill and start really drilling in there, trying to just make a hole. And it's just been such a pain in the butt until this happened.
Is there metal?
No way. Is that why I can't get through? I think I see something shiny in there. No way there's fucking metal in this. No, makes sense. Yeah, metal. You guys see that? Metal in there. Oh boy, this is gonna be a pain. So I had to do a very janky setup where I basically put screw, nail, anything on the bottom of that, and hitting the top with a hammer, just trying to break that metal and make a very good hole. And it actually eventually worked. And as you see, I was able to make a nice, clean, clear hole to finally start feeding my lights into. So now, I went ahead and I got started. Still turns on, right? Yeah, it still turns on. I was looking in there. Oh yeah, it's gonna look fucking beautiful. It's gonna look absolutely beautiful when I'm done. I can feel it like pushing out and resisting on me. Like I can feel it resisting. I can feel it resisting. But I don't care how much it resists. I'm pushing this shit in. Oh, yeah, it's resisting hard. It's not letting me get in there. Get the fuck in there. You're not done yet. I want the whole thing in there. There you go. Keep shoving it down that hole. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. I know there's space in there. Like maybe if we pull some of it out. I can't pull anymore, it's stuck in there. Come on, just one last bulb, come on. Just shove it in, there we go. There we go. Oh yeah. And now we have the end result. The tape isn't on there, but yeah, the thing will be all taped up. But as you see, the lights just look very pretty, and I think this was 100% worth it. So now we're gonna go on ahead and spray paint the rocket launcher. After dealing with the whole item fiasco and getting everything else set, I've saved this for last. So we're gonna first hit it with some purple paint, because I've learned from my experience of spray painting that doing the accents first is easier than doing the base and then doing the accents. So we're gonna paint the pieces that I want to be purple, and then after that we're gonna go over it with some white paint. So as you see, I just spray and getting everything ready. I'm also spray painting some parts of the rocket launcher purple that would be white later, and the main reason why is because I want to add a design, because one of the sides is just flat. So I want to have some sort of design to make it a little bit more appealing. You can see that. You can see where the markings are right there. That's the flat side I'm talking about, because those markings will be completely gone. The design would probably be very simplistic, and that's mainly because of the fact that I'm not very good at, making designs with spray paint yet. But I'll at least have something there to make that just more appealing than just having it be all white. So like I said, went around, sprayed, made sure I got everything I need, and that's basically it to this part of the footage. Then I went ahead and let it stay over the night and just dry off. And then after that, I've got the pieces taped that I want to keep the purple in, and I just hit it with the white. So now we're going to be applying the base, as you guys see, and we're just going to spray the whole thing white. The tape should protect the parts I want to be purple, and as you guys see, there's some extra tape for the design I was going to do. It's, like I said, it's very simplistic, but it's just the best I could do, and I would probably redo it once I have more experience with spray painting in general. So I kept on going at it, and funny thing is, I barely had enough white paint, because you guys will start to see that paint starts to form on my finger, like a lot of paint would start to appear on my hand and my finger, and that's the sign of a spray can running out of paint, when excess paint will start coming out and dripping all over your hand. So I barely made it with the white paint, and I am so happy that I did have to go buy some more white paint. So now here's the finished result. We're going to start peeling off the tape, and we're hoping that there's not too much overspray of the purple and that no white penetrated and affected the purple. So like I said, we're going to start tearing it apart, and as you see, it looks like I've done pretty well. You can still see some markings here and there, like I didn't do a perfect taping job, like right here you can really see that I missed out. But like I said, people are not going to pay that much attention to it, you know. When people look at your cosplay, they kind of look at it from a distance, and you really only know the flaws of your cosplay usually. But yeah, but here's my simplistic design right here. Like I said, it's nothing much, but it is something. Not the best, but like I said, it's just something there. So I think it's good enough for now. So then we start taking off the tape on the ends, because I didn't want the ends to be spray painted, because it would mess with the launcher closing and snapping its pieces back together, because paint will just add another layer, so we try to not have that be painted. So we just take off the tape here. Now here we go. And here it is in all of its glory. All of the pieces spray painted. I think I did a pretty good job. It was an effective spray paint. The pieces that are purple, I wanted purple. The pieces white, I wanted white. So now we're going to be putting it all back together. And here we go here. Now we have the lids back on. And oh yeah, look at that. That is just... I did a really good job on this one, I would say. I really like the look of it. Like, even the simplistic design goes well with it too, so... Like I said, I'm just really, really happy about it. And the handle snaps in, which is good. It would have sucked if it didn't snap in. And pulling this out became a bit of a problem. The problem was the fact that the paint added an extra layer, and there's these little plastic slits that helps balance out the rocket launcher, and you can see it. You can see these cuts start to form from these slits, and it makes it harder for me to pull the rocket launcher out. So it's just going to cause more and more damage, scrape off more and more of the paint. So the back end of the launcher is going to have some wear and tear and not be as clean as I wanted it to be. So yeah, as you see, I'm just messing with it. I'm like, oh no, this is not good. But then it gets stuck here, like really, really stuck. And that was really odd. So I went and I tried to figure that out. So figured out why I wouldn't pull out. The lights got stuck and wrapped around this plastic thing that I tried to keep in for like stability sakes, but yeah, I'm gonna have to take it out because it's now causing the cable to get wrapped around it. Then it gets stuck and I can't pull it out. So while we're doing this, we might as well trim off some of the sides right here that's drilling into my paint. So yeah, that's great. We're not done. We're not done yet. God, this rocket launcher is gonna be the fucking death of me, man. Holy shit. All because I just wanted to get a different launcher. It's gonna be the fucking death of me. I have to somehow get all this out without breaking this either. Oh yeah, that's easy. Oh yeah, look at you. Alright, back to the corner you go. I just needed your lights. Alright.
Now there shouldn't be a, like I said, these are the final, this is the final pair I got. So better not snap the thing off this time, huh? You know, it really does suck that happened. Like, this is the curse of like cosplaying. I would say you break shit. Like when you're getting into cosplay, you have to accept the fact that sometimes you'll just break shit. It's just a matter of fact thing when you're cosplaying. Whether you're making your cosplay or there's just basically anything when it comes to cosplay. Like you are going to break shit. That is a thing that's going to happen, and it's something you just have to deal with. You know, because it's not like unless you're like a cosplayer that has like a good amount of money, it's not like you'll be able to do everything in a very professional manner. So like you're gonna end up breaking stuff. It's just how it is. Just a matter of fact, really. Oh, I realize that I have to take this off again to get the control console out. Ah, for fuck's sake. Well, my dear guys and gals, I believe this concludes the end of our journey. I think this was all worth it. I think the look was worth. Right? We did a bit of a cost overrun. We spent $300 instead of $200. But all in all, I think we did a good job. There is still work to be done, unfortunately. Like the glasses need to be more centered. I need to fix my cape. My cape still needs a fix. But yeah, you guys already been here long enough. I don't think you guys need to see any more of me messing with my outfit anytime soon. Well, as I always say, this has been your host, Leakamish, opening discussion to the comments below. Taking a rest, wondering about my poor financial decisions, saying farewell to you all.